Las Vegas, Nevada. And we welcome you to the championship game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. This is a big night in the NBA season.
And guys, it really is. These teams have worked so hard to get here, and they're both looking to get their hands on the trophy. I don't think they'll hold anything back. This is going to be a good one.
With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for LeBron James.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, in the forward positions, James and Hachimura. MP out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81, with Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it from Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
And how about this one to the NBA Cup Championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example. And tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Back to Bridges. Lays it up off the glass.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Cole's shot is good.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Putting them in a good position. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
Cole's shot is good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, it's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Anunoby outside. Lets it fly from 18. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got his second bucket of the night. And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by New York. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's MP. Playing Oklahoma City, he was nearly unstoppable.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Austin Reeves is checked in for James. And Smart subbed in for Doncic. Clarkson surveying the floor. No good on the 3. Los Angeles leading by 13. The 3 from MP. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is Robinson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And the rejection by MP. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Reeves the pass to MP. Takes the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Clarkson. 11 points last game. Robinson a screen on MP. Jacks up a 3. Clarkson missing again.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
And that one's good. MP.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Pass to Shamet. Here's Diawara. Back to Shamet. 5 on the clock. Robinson a screen on Reeves. Out to Clarkson. Offline with his 3. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Jackson Hayes. And then for New York, Mikal Bridges checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jordan Clarkson. We've got Austin Reeves. Doncic out there with MP. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's LeBron in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And here's Brunson. Following the 3-pointer by MP. McBride. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us on MP. Allie, take it away.
Well, this run by MP and his team to the NBA Cup Finals has been a big moment for a member of their staff. Coach Ray Hopkins grew up in Las Vegas and was recently inducted into his high school Hall of Fame. MP told me, Coach Ray won't talk too much about it, but I know it means a lot to him, and it's definitely some extra motivation. Now let's see if they can finish the job.
Yeah, it's a chance to put an exclamation point on the proceedings. Thanks. The second-round pick back in 2018, stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. And then for New York, Hart, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Miles McBride.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. The three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And Los Angeles guys shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. MP, good.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Thunder. Hart outside. New York, no good that time either.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Cole's shot is good.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Anunoby outside. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. MP outside. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Brunson against Doncic. Brunson, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Brunson scanning the floor. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Knicks. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. These standings, they tell a story. And so can we, guys. Once upon a time, there was a trio of intelligent and handsome broadcasters.
And they lived in a luxurious studio and traded wisdom about the future of the NBA's best.
One day, the grandest of them all had a proclamation: get the ball to thy paint.
These types of stories, they tend to have predictable endings, don't they? Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Lakers.
There's a lot of love for the NBA Cup. The league, the fans, it's created interest.
And nobody's taking it lightly. You look at the intensity leading up to this title game, it's been fierce. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We've got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Well, this NBA Cup final clearly hasn't been the game we had hoped for. It's been a lopsided affair.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but hey, there's still time. I would try my best to cut into the lead and, at the very least, play for pride.
And New York, looking at who they've got, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Hart outside. Anunoby is screen on Hachimura. Hart, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Good on the three-point shot. MP's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Lakers.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And here is Anunoby. Following the three-pointer by MP, cans it from downtown. Anunoby's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. MP outside, launches it, and yet another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. The offensive rebound. Towns, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Traps in the tray.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3 from MP. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. New York missing again. Here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-3 run. And here's MP for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Back to Brunson. There's the triple. New York, no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good, he hits again.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Towns. 12 points for him. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes, he's checked in for Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. Austin Reeves is checked in for James. And Smart subbed in for Doncic. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Yabusele comes in for Josh Hart. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
High arcing shot, and it's laid in by Brunson. 14 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Robinson, a screen on Smart to the inside. And the dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
MP outside. Fires the three. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. McBride with the ball. He's on him. McBride's shot is off. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's MP for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And here's Brunson. 14 points for him. Robinson, a screen on Smart. Here's Yabusele. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. He's checked in for Vanderbilt. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. Shamet up top. This one for three. And it's Brunson missing. It's Cole with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. He's out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's MP. And it's Smart in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here is Robinson. Left side, Towns. Clock at 6. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's 19 points for Karl Anthony Towns. MP outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Towns. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Towns has got 11 in the second half.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And here's MP for 3. Robinson pulls it in. For New York, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And Towns gets it to go.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
The 3 from MP. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Runs in the pass to Towns. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
And here is Shamet. Following the three-pointer by MP, McBride's shot is off. 1:20 left in the game. From the arc, MP again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's Towns missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A 3 from MP. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here's Brunson. Following the three-pointer by MP. Will it go? Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
It's up a 3. Robinson pulls it in. Brunson outside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. A 3 from MP. And that one is off. Brunson outside. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.